about to die. I'm like on the side of a mountain here. Hey everyone. Don't mind my frizzy hair. Snow is melting because it snowed yesterday. And you can't see. There's some snow at the top of the mountains, but it's melting. It's definitely too warm for snow. Oh gosh, my hair looks nice. Oh well, it's how it is. Anyways, I'm a little out of breath because I just got to the top of this mountain. Not that it's a big one, it's probably considered not even a mountain, like a little hill. For the Adirondacks, this is a little hill. For other people, it could be considered a mountain, but it's all relative. Anyways, I'm here to talk to you about miracles. Miracles are something that definitely fascinates me. Miracles are just, it's magical. I mean, all the miracles that you read about in the Bible, and then I think often people think like, oh, but that doesn't like happen in real life, or like, it's not like, it's like childhood stories almost. Like, sure, the ocean split apart, okay. But, oh, wow, chunks are coming down. But really, miracles are real. And the thing about miracles, and Jesus talks about this, and there's a town in which didn't do any miracles there because there wasn't enough faith there. So the key ingredient for miracles is one, it's faith. And it also says in the Bible that if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. So one, I just want to talk about how faith is a key. So if you're not believing in miracles, then you're not going to see them. And if you want to see miracles in your life, you've got to start believing in them and expecting them, or even asking for them. And miracles there's a big range. There's little things like a dolphin popping up of the ocean right at the time that something significant is happening. Or it can be a huge thing, like someone who's meant to be dead is not dead. So there's just really, I don't know. Miracles are fascinating. And I think I want to start a thing called Miracle Mondays. And I just want us to start talking about miracles. And I think sometimes there's things that happen that we don't really acknowledge are miracles, but that are. So if you want to send in any miracle stories, please do. And I'm going to share a couple. So there's one miracle that I experienced, and it was when I was a college student and I went to UCLA, and I was in this women's leadership philanthropy group, and we went for a weekend away to Lake Arrowhead, which is in the mountains, a couple hours drive away. And we went to this hike, and it's famous for this heart-shaped rock. And so it's like a cliff, there's a deep little valley between these rocks, and we went to the other side to climb to the heart-shaped rock, and we were going to take a picture. And I'm a little bit of a adventurer, and I love to climb things, and I'm very bold and very unafraid, and I wanted to get as close to the heart as possible, but there was the edge, and there was about a 20 feet drop, and I overestimated my ability to scoop myself to the right place, and I went completely over the edge. And you get to realize, so I was with 20 people. Don't know what's happening. I was with 20 people who just saw me go over 20 feet, over an edge, and didn't see me. And I had gone down 20 feet. And so I think everyone thought I was dead. And it was really wild how I fell, and I landed on my feet like a cat, just casual, and not a scratch on my body. Not a scratch. I've injured myself walking over a shoe in my room, kind of badly. And I fell 20 feet, and I will put in pictures because I later found pictures to kind of explain, to show that drop and how deep it was that I fell. And unbelievable how I landed on my feet and there wasn't a scratch. There wasn't a bruise. Nothing. And then I also had to somehow climb out of that, and luckily I'm a bit of a monkey, but it was kind of a dangerous thing to climb, and it was literally up a rock wall, and I don't even know how, but I somehow was able to climb up, and my poor friends were stop climbing, please. But so that's an example. That's totally an example of a miracle. There's physics, there's no way you'd fall 20 feet and be fine. over like a rock edge. And I will show pictures because it is pretty wild that I was fine. It doesn't make any logical sense. If you study physics, it doesn't make sense. So yeah, so that's one story. I also wanted to share a story of my sister's. I asked for her permission to share it. And my mom is Colombian, so my mom, and she immigrated here independently with our family. And we were in Colombia once with my giant family. My mom's the oldest of 6 kids, and I have an uncle with 10 kids, an uncle with 12. I have a huge family. So for some reason, everyone decided to go horseback riding. And I love horseback riding. I love horses. I was obsessed with horses, but for some reason I was like, I'm not gonna go. So I stayed back, which is really interesting because it's very, very unlike me. Like you heard my other story. I'm like, yeah, get me on the horse, get me on the top of the mountain, get me like, I'm always pro adventure. But this time I was like, no, I don't know. I just decided not to go. Anyways, and in Colombia it's different because there aren't like liability is not the same thing, which is kind of nice to be honest, because like here everyone sues everyone for everything and it's just like a little complicated. But there it's like so much chiller. And so I think that it was like some family friends or family members had like a horse ranch, but they didn't have enough horses for the amount of people who were there, and so they were using a horse that really shouldn't have been used. But two of my uncles used to ride not professionally but competitively, and so they know horses and they're really good with horses. And so basically my uncle was leading that horse that was a little bit not trained with a rope with my sister and like some second cousin she was probably like, I don't know, 7 at the time. So they were like pretty young, and they're riding on this horse without a saddle, no reins, and this horse doesn't have a mane. And at one point someone says, oh, hand me the rope, because my uncle's riding a different horse holding onto the rope, leading them. And so he let it go for a second to pass to someone else. And in that moment, that horse realized that it was free, and it started galloping full speed. And it was kind of comical because it should have been a movie scene, because then everyone got in cars, motorcycles, horses, chasing after them, because this horse is galloping at full speed with 2 little girls who don't have reins, don't have a saddle. And like, I don't know if you've seen a horse gallop. It goes like this, like the neck goes like that when it's galloped. So my sister's trying to hold onto a horse. This girl's holding onto the back of her. And so they're literally just like lurching like back and forth, and she's just trying to hold on for dear life. And she even realizes like at one point they're crossing this river with like rocks underneath, so if like they fall, that's lethal, like dead. And so she starts praying Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. And as she was praying that, she felt like a big hand lift her and placed her on the ground. And again, neither of them had a scratch, a bruise, and they fell gently. It's not like if you fall off a galloping horse, like you're gonna slam hard on the ground, and like even if you land well, like you're gonna injure something. Like you're gonna be at least severely bruised. Your body's gonna be like whacked out of alignment, like your bone structure, like you'll probably break something. You could hit your head. You could have breaking your neck. Like just the physics of that doesn't make sense. And especially because like they were really young. Not a scratch, nothing, absolutely nothing. They were completely fine. And so I'm giving you these 2 stories. If you have a story or even want to partner with me, maybe we can do a video together sharing your story on here of a miracle that you've experienced, then please email me or find me on Instagram, and we can talk about that, because I think we need to be talking about miracles more, because miracles are awesome and they definitely do happen. And I mean, I have more stories, but I'm going to try to spread them out. And we need to start celebrating the miracles, asking for miracles, believing in miracles, because once we have the faith for them, we're going to start seeing them. So yeah, that's it. Bye. Here, I'll just show you it's not a really nice day today. Oh gosh. But it's still a nice view. And I'm totally getting wet here with this melting snow, but it's okay. It's all good. All right, bye everyone. I hope you have a blessed day, and thank you for coming, and yeah, have a great day.